What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Persona 5, the animation. A1. Y'all did an amazing job this week. Yo. A1. Yo. I mean, this episode was so fucking good. Yo, this is one of my personal favorite episodes just from oh my god, and that new OP! Yes! Okay. This episode is without them one of my personal favorites. No guys, I didn't do, and you guys are wondering, I did not record a reaction for this week, so I probably will next week. Hopefully, I don't know, I don't know if I'm going to do both this and SAO, or, I don't know. But anyway, I don't even know I wonder if they're being both there. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get, get to the review. Anyway. So, let's start with something. We start with off. We got, we're back in the Velvet Room. We know you got Justine and Carolina. They're talking about, that he's finally reached, that he's almost there to rehabilitation. But then, I think it was Justice, I believe, realized, she's like, I had the weirdest notion, there's more to here than just his rehabilitation. More than just us being the Warrens. It's like there's something deeper here. Subtle foreshadowing. That's all I'm gonna say. So then we get to the start of the episode. We got Akira. He's like, of course, running away, making his escape. But then, some guys, he summons his persona, and ends up ours. So he's like, I'm surprised you made this far. And then we get the new OP. Oh my god, is this OP fucking amazing? Excuse me. This OP is without doubt my personal favorite out of the three. The amount of foreshadowing, there was some foreshadowing in the first OP that I really liked. The second one was just clips from the anime, I won't lie. But this one's my favorite just because I love the art animation. Oh my god, the subtle foreshadowing to shit that goes down in the ending. Ooh, as a game player, ooh, am I pleased. And ooh, can I not wait to see this show. See how the rest of the show goes down. Because A1 has done an amazing job adapting P5. Yes, the art animation needs a lot of work. I will always admit that the art animation is not the best, and sometimes it straight up sucks. But but as long as the content is good, subpar art animation I can pass. But oh my god, I love the OP, and I love. Have you actually paid attention to the backgrounds of where Akira's in the subway? You can actually see some of the non-playable confidants is in there. I love that little touch. I love how they shove I love when Futaba was with Akira, and I love when he's actually in the Velvet Room. He has his head down and everything. Oh, the shots are so good. I'm not Mother Base, so I'm not gonna analyze the thing for you guys. I'll leave that to Jeff. Although he probably never touching this show after he made the video saying hey, this is just pointless. But anyway, so after this legendary OP place, we get back to Akira talking to Arson, and he talks about how I am you and you are me. I am you. Let's bring you awaken this furious power, and blah 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 blah. And I love this scene, and then of course they play it off as normal where Akira, jumps out the window, does it in a stylish manner. My man Akira got so much style. And of course, lands. And I love how they switch over to Makoto's perspective and actually show, what, some of the family's reaction when they actually did escape. Because in the game, we only saw Akira and, the audios of some of the other guys, hearing it. But we never actually saw them what they were doing and how they reacted when this happened. So we see Makoto. I feel like the main reason they picked Makoto here was because of the shippers. Like I said, I'm not hating on Makoto, but I feel like that was probably the reason they picked Makoto here along with Akechi. That's probably the main reason why they picked Makoto here, because, the Makoto shippers, I personally don't really ship main characters in Persona 5, but, yeah, as I was saying. And so, they're obviously shocked and everything, and Akechi's like, no, this wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't supposed to happen. No, sure, we were supposed to end after this, but not this way. Not this way. We then see, of course, we see this news report of we actually see Sai, where she gets, she tells like, hey, we got the leader of the family, and she's like, okay, tell me where it is. She's like, no, you stay there, you go home, let the cops take care of this. And then we get this, and then we of course we see a bunch of news reports, talking about how the families are now gone, or like the leader is. And I love the cinematography here in this whole shot, this whole sequence. It's amazing. And then they talk about the follow-up report about this, and then I love when they're talking about like, who the leader of the family. Like, they never show Akira's face. They say that that they talk about how he's a minor and everything. And I just love how while this follow-up news report going on, they show off. Oh, before that actually, I love it because I'm pretty sure it was actually part of his confidant, if I remember correctly. But A1 kind of like readapted in a way to where it fits in the main story in a way. So this dude comes up and tells him like kind of offers him to be his, like, I guess you can say his secondary, or I guess vice president for this election. I don't know. I'm no expert on Japanese politics, so I don't know what happens. So whenever like they did talk about the politics stuff in Persona 5, especially later on the last part here, I didn't understand what the hell it's I didn't know who the Diet was. I'm like, why do they even call it the Diet? I don't know any of that shit because I'm not into politics, and I'm damn sure ain't into Japanese politics. Anyway. And he says, I'm not gonna give him my candidacy. Even though I have zero chance, I'm not gonna give up. And he's like, bro, I'm trying to give you a second chance with no good Torah, and not take him off. But he talks about how, of course, there was this youngster that's been encouraging him, which of course is referring to Akira, which we saw last week. We then have the news report playing in the background about the family thieves, of course, later being captured, and the politician or Torah or whatever. Talks about how they can't fully say that the families are guilty, and even thinks that they're straight up innocent. And now I'm pretty sure this was actually part of his confidant. Because I remember there was a scene similar to this where he was like getting offered something, or like ways to like maybe help fix up his reputation after what happened, what made him good Torah. It talks about how the reason he kind of got this was because of his pride. He got mixed up in a scandal, yada yada yada. This is why his reputation is now in the dirt right now. Because I'm pretty sure it seemed like this happened similarly in the game, and part of his confidant. But since Akira is now locked up, I like how A1 kind of took that scene, kind of readapted it in a way for the anime. Which, I mean, like I said, I'm loving how A1 has been doing the confidants, how they've been like intermingling them with the main story. Now they haven't done a great job with like Yusuke's. I feel they could have done a lot better with Yusuke and not need to also shove in that stupid Akechi subplot that had no business being there a while ago. But I do like how A1 has been handling the confidants and everything. So, we then, of course, get back to LeBlanc, where we see everybody, they're all sad, and I like the shots of, we see each of them, and they're like, yeah, Kira's locked up and everything. I just love that shot, the shots where they show off all the family, where then Akechi talks about, he's wondering, okay, who could have done this, how could this lead, much as talking with the man in the black mask, he's popping like a pawn to the bigger mastermind, yada, 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 yada. And so, he then talks with through my connect, I'm gonna try to see if I can rescue Akira with my connections, but I won't do anything too crazy that would kind of screw me over and make me that would lead into me also maybe to people thinking that I could have been part of the Sand Thieves, but he'll try his best to save Akira. So then we see Akechi, he's on his talk show, and it's just around the end, he's like, thank you, we know you're busy, Akechi, so, thank you for joining us, see you guys tomorrow, same channel, same time, yada, 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 yada. We then get back to Sai, where she finds Akira, where she gets to, to the underground, interrogation, what was that place in Cuba? Crap, I'm forgetting, but you guys know the place in America where we put all of our criminals of war and we do God knows what to them. But since we're Cuba, it's all legal. I forget Guantanamo Bay. Pretty much essentially Japanese Guantanamo Bay, because I'm pretty sure what they did to Akira, beating the living shit out of him, is not legal. Okay, I'm no expert on Japanese law, so I could be completely wrong on that front. Anyway, so. She gets in there, after she's arguing with the police, she's like, this is my case, I gotta do this. He's like, I know there was no turning you back when you left this, so I already okayed you, so Now in there, she opens the door, sees Akira all beaten, battered, and bruised after the onslaught he was previewed by those other assholes before. And I just love the look Akira gives her. Just, the art animation, this is probably the best art animation we got in the Secret. There wasn't too much action in this. It was more or less just more talking. More tension, more psychological, like, a cat and mouse game of what the hell is going on. And, I can't wait to see next, because next week, I can't wait to see next week. That was just going to be fucking lit. Anyway, so then she talks about how, she was like, okay, she's like, you know what, I'm gonna bargain with you. I'm gonna cut you a deal. She said, or I guess you say, an offer you can't refuse, but he of course refuses her offer. Where she says if you tell me who your accomplices are, I'll consider your sentence. So which she then of course listed off Ryuji, An, Makoto, Yusuke, Haru, Best Girl Futaba. Am I missing anybody? No, I'm pretty sure it's all the main cast members. And so, of course, our boy Kira, since my man ain't no snitch, he says jack shit. And he's like, okay, let me rephrase that question. I highly doubt that a high schooler could do this all by himself. So who else is working with you? Once again, Akira doesn't say shit. And so she asks him about Akechi. She's like, we went our separate ways. I don't know what he's done, but she has is he connected to any of this with the family? Once again, Akira says jack shit. And so she talked about how okay, my time's starting to run up a little bit. And then she's like, wonder Akira, why are you staying silent? Why are you not talking to me? Why are you just standing your ground? Why are you standing around so much? She's like, it goes against justice. And she's like, oh please, what is this justice you speak of? Never sticking to the right path. And he's like, are you implying that I have lost the path? Are you implying that I've lost my way? Or then and then Kira grabs his head, he's like, and she's like, dude, I know the true serum side effects are weird enough, so I'm not going to be deceived by this dumbass. He's like, deceive. Where then he starts getting flashes. Now if I remember correctly, in the game, these scenes actually happened earlier in the game, but they were cut, but they kind of stopped midway, letting us know what to hear right now. But in the anime, they cut it out, they just put it all right here. So I don't know. I guess I'll let you guys decide whether you like the more, if you like the better one. Like the game actually had the scenes in there, but they kind of wouldn't play them. They'll kind of fade to white in the game, or you prefer when they didn't even bother touching them and they're just bringing them up here. I feel like it was probably a bit better in the game just because it kind of added that mystery element of what the fuck is going on, what are these memories, rather than here in the anime where just bam, now Kira's here we go. And so, and then Akira starts, remembering and talks about, my suspicion, Morgana says about how, my suspicions were correct, but I didn't think it was going to be, I'm surprised how it ended up turning out, and then, you got everything right, the phone, they talk about the phone, and what she's with, while Morgana's with Futaba and Akira, what she's, he's telling her this, and he shows her the phone, tells her about, and then, or he says, Akira still doesn't say it. Well, he kind of does. Says show it to him. And she's like, who is him? Who is this him? And then it hits her, Akechi. Why Akira couldn't just say, show this phone to Akechi? I don't know. Maybe just wanted to just be like, oh fuck, I'll let you figure out for yourself. And he's like, you know what? I'll do this just because you're finally talking to me. So then she starts hearing some knocks on the door. Realizes that her time is now officially up. So she, of course, leaves and, of course, shows Akechi the phone. And so she walks out. So Akechi's right outside the door. And she's like, oh, hey. And I love this scene where she shows Akechi the phone. She kind of just places it right in front of Akechi's now. So just shows it to him. And we see this butterfly appear in Akechi's eye and then disappear. I'm not saying nothing, but I'll say I love that shot. I love the way everyone played that. I love it. So then, we see then we see everyone. They're like, he can do it. I have to have faith. All I can do is have faith. Like, everyone's were like, I hope the plan works. If the plan works, everyone's like, I must have a faith. Knowing Akira, this will work. And like everyone's just kind of like praying and hoping. And I love Futaba. She's like, like everyone's like, Akira can do it. He can do it. He can do it. Like, we gotta have faith, and then we have to have faith. So then we see Akechi walk up to the door. He's like, hey man, you mind coming to me? I mean, I'm unarmed and he's a murderer, so yeah. And then he accompanies him. He walks inside. Akira's like doing some fancy footwork or something, grabs the cop's gun, and he says, don't worry, I'm here to save you. That's what you want me to say, right? Kills him, and like the gun has a silencer on it, so it kind of like sounds like the gun's like Hitman. And he's like, time's up, buddy. And kills Akira right in the head, places a gun in his hand, making it look like suicide, and then Akechi leaves. Oh, was this, seeing that anime, I'm like, yes. Now you could probably say, but it looked better when it was Production IG doing it. It was better with those cutscenes, not this A1 shit. You can make the impression, but me personally, I still love seeing it. Whether it was done by A1 or Production IG, it still looked amazing. I still love seeing it. It was hype. It was hype seeing that shot. And I love the ED. Or just see Akechi just walking out. It's just him walking. I love that. And, this episode overall was just fucking amazing across the board. The animation was great this week. Voice acting was spot on. I love how Akechi's Japanese voice actor changed his voice when he was actually sitting there. I love the facial expressions they gave Akechi when you realize that, yes, he is the man in the black mask. Yes, he was the one that did all this. He was the one that killed, Haru's dad. All that shit. I love that. I love how they did all this. I love how they animated his face. I love his German voice actor for when he changed his voice to a more serious, more, I guess you could say psychotic, more like, yeah, motherfucker, I got you, bitch, voice. I love that. It was amazing this week. So overall, I give this episode, of course, a 10 out of 10. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, please drop comments below. As always, come back for more. See you guys next time. And man, am I hype as hell for next week. See you guys next time.